want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
What? 280. Mike 56. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Prosise. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
26 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
20-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a first down.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. But on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. They might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side,
sure,
but not necessarily all the time.
First and 10 at the 47.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, I'm going to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They complete it to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now here's Mahomes. And he's going to go down again. K.J. Wright gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal.
And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made by Ricky
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. On 1st down, it's Carson. Chris Jones on the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're running a little bit of everything out of all of your guys.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Eye down these two. Eye down these two. 480. Screen. 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Charlie. Come on, baby.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That's complete. It's Bell. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Mahomes firing complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Get in the weight room.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Wait. Where's the line? 50, Mike, 50. It's a party now.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Forced out to his left. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 4-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Throwing now is Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. It's Kelsey on the ground. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. On play action, it's Mahomes. And it's caught. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Now Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19, but he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go, D. All day, defense.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Coming to you.
Mahomes going to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Mike Yellow. Let's go, Lou, ladies.
Watch the out.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. K.J. Wright able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
53. Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go, D.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On first down, Procise. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. There's Wilson to throw. And this is caught by C.J. Procise. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. C.J. Procise, 53 yards. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now here's Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
53, check 53.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now it's Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Throwing now is Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Frank Clark in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth.
You got tight right there. 12. 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Back to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Wilson going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This to potentially send us to overtime. Myers' kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I'll tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Back to throw. Mahomes. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Mahomes to throw. And his throw is incomplete. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny. Oh, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Wilson. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
Taken in at the 11. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Mahomes now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. 20, 10, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see, and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game. where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.